Hello, I'm making a little video here because I'm really guided to share some things related to pyramids of the planet and how we are related to them. And I'm just really almost like pushed from my higher self to share my experiences related to that. Before I share some stuff, I want to mention that I do have a book that I wrote. I finished it last year. It looks like this. It might be that you see it the opposite way now, the text here in the video. I don't know how to change the videos, but the name of the book is Mother Earth's Cosmic Graduation. A book about multidimensional soul journeys and the process from Atlantis to now. And I will write a link in the comments here or description of this video where you can get it if you're interested. I'm not gonna go so much more into detail about it, but it's related to everything about what I'm talking here in this video. And it's not out yet, by the way, in Amazon and all that. It's on its process to get out more globally distributed, so it's only available still in that website. So the pyramids, because there's a lot of information coming out to the public, to the collective about these structures that have been built, that they have found beneath the pyramids of the planet, and many people pondering what are these about, why were the pyramids built. And there are a lot of different experiences people have with them, different downloads, but it all boils down to the same thing, in my experience. And it's very simple, it's not that complicated. So even though it's very advanced, the technology is very advanced, for example, to take Giza pyramids as an example, I was just there last month. No, sorry, in 1.5 months ago. And I've been working with the energy of the pyramids for a few years now, but I went there physically that time because I had to be there physically too. Usually things manifest on the physical reality when we first have integrated it energetically. And that's what this whole new reality is about, when the whole world, the collective, Mother Earth and so on, moves into a higher dimension, which is happening right now. That's why everyone has to forget about what they have learned. They have to forget about the way they have been programmed in order to remember again who they are on a soul level. And why I'm saying this about things needing to be first integrated energetically in order for it to be manifested on a physical reality is because that's why it took a few years for me to go to the pyramids in Giza. I was meant to go there this time. I didn't even think that, I need to go there now. It just comes naturally through someone who invites me to do a ceremony there, like it happened. And it's just a natural process, basically. In order to integrate all that I've been working on and then go there physically and integrate it, basically. So it's always first important to feel into the energy in our body, what we need to clear so that we can make more space for new stuff to come into our life, but also take action, of course, on this physical reality. Otherwise it doesn't make any sense, right? But the actions should always be aligned with how you feel inside. Then whatever you do, that will be powerful. That will be a success, whatever that means for you. But it doesn't think, this life is not supposed to go the way we plan it. It's not supposed to go according to how much effort we put into what we want to manifest in our reality or do in our or get or whatever. Ultimately, the purpose is for us to channel higher energies through us which basically means us being us. We all have a unique blueprint of our soul, and it can only be experienced. It cannot be put into the mind. It cannot be labeled. Basically, so to go back into these pyramids, to take Giza pyramids as an example, so that structure that the scientists have figured out that is underneath the pyramids, they're all pathways to lead there from the 3 main pyramids. We have done a soul journey there 3 years ago, where I assisted a person to remove an etheric implant from her throat so that she can open up her inner channel basically and liberate her soul basically. That's another story, but that happened inside the structure below the pyramids in order to cleanse that crystalline technology that is there, but it happened with her body too. And since that time, I was ready to go there 3 years later in order to, with other people, draw the energy up from below the pyramids and bring it up through us and then expand it. And how do I know this is happening? Well, that structure below, underneath the pyramids, we built in my memories, going back to memories in Atlantis, in these alternate states of consciousness, which is when you shut down the normal activity of the mind and emotions and the energies, the subtleness, the subconscious, all of that in the physical body. You shut it down. You're not dead. The physical body still exists, but it's only the parasympathetic nervous system that works without any extra impulses. So you reach your higher self much better in those totally deeply relaxed states when you're consciously going into it, step by step by step by step. And your higher self always knows what information you need to know in this time in order to clear and make space for the new version of you, because it has to be embodied, right? All of this information is stored in the Akashic records, but I work with the experience of it, which is the soul journey. So that's why many people go back into past lives, like in Atlantis or Lemuria or even other planets, in order to remember their gifts and abilities. But the remembrance has to come from the experience, and that's how they are integrated. And to clear our vessel, to clear our body, so we can become a new version of it. So we can integrate a higher frequency in our body, so that we can embody more light, more our souls basically in our body. The remembrance, that's what the remembrance has to come from the physical experience of it, which is to do, for example, a soul journey. In my case, that's how I work. So in my memories there in Atlantis before the last fall, we implanted this crystalline technology under the pyramids, and there are really advanced technologies how to do that, and I'm not going to go into the detail of that. Even the pyramids were built with sound frequencies in my soul journeys that I've assisted reliving those memories, reliving the memories. It's not a dream state, it's not imagination, it's reliving it in order to shift the physical body. So the purpose was for the pyramids is the same as they are generators for Mother Earth basically, but it's not useful to have them as generators without our presence, without our awareness of it, without our participation in it, because the Earth is a conscious being and we're all part of this conscious being that the Earth is. This is scientifically proven. The problem is why people feel disconnected to it is because they are disconnected to the etheric body. The etheric body is basically being aware of the energy in your body, being aware of not only emotions, there are also energies in your body, but the etheric body in the physical body is like beingness, the presence in your physical body with your own consciousness. It's your consciousness basically in your physical body, experiencing it here, not somewhere else in etheric plane. It exists here in the physical body, so you are more living from inside yourself with awareness of your energy in your body. and from there you're able to amplify the energies wherever you are, whatever you do. So you basically become a pyramid. So the pyramids are same as the volcanoes. For example, the volcanoes are also powerful portals of the earth. Everything comes from inside the earth, which is a higher dimensional plane version of this planet. I'm not gonna go into detail of that in this video, but basically if you think about the physical body, compare it with the physical body, there's a lot of energy that we store in the root chakra. And you can relate it to sexuality, but it doesn't have to be that. It's the same energy, but without having to be about that. The less attachments we have to that power tank within us, which is the creative force, the life force, the creativity, the expression, the authentic expression of who we are without putting the mind into it, just allowing our body to do its thing and voicing it without, it's like being an open channel basically, without having the minds interfering in it. The mind's purpose is not that. So the embodiment always comes first, again, before we put it into action. Or to combine that with the action that we do, then everything becomes more powerful, more amplified, more embodied, and so on and so on and so on. Authentic. So that power tank inside us, as generators that we are all living beings with a living consciousness in a living body. So the more we are aware of that, the more we can use that life force, that creative force within us to transmute energies, to express ourselves more authentically, be more present, and have a relaxed nervous system too, which helps when we are able to clear our energies with our presence, with our awareness. That's being also more connected with our higher self, which is that centered state of being. So less reactive basically, and having more trust in how we feel, and having that, and surrendering basically to what's for the highest good. And there are many people who resist that process because they want to control their life. They want things to be the way they want it to be, but that's not the purpose of life. We open our hearts when we allow ourselves to surrender to the higher purpose. Surrendering is always the key, no matter what you go through. So this surrendering process allows the energy to flow more to you, because it's not an attached energy. So basically, the more you can allow your energy to flow, the more you can let go of holding on to, the more you can surrender to the energy inside you, to the process inside you, and allow it and relax and let go, the more flow of energy you have, the more life force, creativity, expression you have, because you trust the energy inside you more, and the intuition. So you become an expression of love, and that's what you want to manifest in your life, right? Abundance and love go hand in hand, but you have to be that first. So basically, to have that energy flowing more through you is also to connect to the fifth element. So there's earth, water, fire, and air. They call it in different traditions different things, but there are 4 elements, including the fifth, which is ether. But the fifth element, the ether, the etheric body, the fifth element, cannot be there unless we have all the 4 elements in balance. So that's what the pyramids are built for, to balance out the 4 elements and to go into yourself as a power tank. It supports that process. In ceremonies we do with others who are connected to you in that moment, we are able to clear our vessel, to clear our energy, to let go, so we can allow that flow. But the clearing processes, in order to open this inner channel, cannot happen unless we know how to connect with our energy in the body. So the more we do that, the more we relax, the more we let go, the more we surrender again, the more we can allow the energy through us. So that when we clear our own inner vessel here, that means we move into the 5th dimensions. The 4th dimension is to recognize that we are energy. the fifth dimension is the embodiment of that. So the etheric body becomes more online when you become more aware of your energy. So that's what the pyramids were built for, as generators for Mother Earth. But they are also us, because we are generators ourselves. So it comes from inside the planet and goes out like this and expands, so that your magnetic field can also open up more. And Mother Earth, the Earth also has its own magnetic field. So it's expanded and opened and cleared when you do that yourself. So the pyramids were built for us, so that we know how to connect to them. Because we knew our connection with the Earth, basically. So the version of the planet, of that frequency that you want to exist in, there are many existing in the same time, depends on the energy you embody in you, and have you cleared your own vessel so that you can connect to this fifth element, the etheric body. The ether was, by the way, removed from the periodic table in 1920 apparently, so no wonder that people don't trust their own energy in their body. No wonder that people who work with energies, who bring this awareness of the consciousness in our body, were labeled as crazy or, hippies or delusional or whatever. That's the programming of the society, basically, what we're programmed into. But we are here to figure out this ourselves. So many things about the pyramids are like mysteries for us, because the key is for us to figure it out through our own bodies, ourselves, with our experience. That's the key. And so the etheric body and the pyramids, they were built for bringing the etheric body through, to balance all the elements, and then pump up the energies and spread it out. But again, it happens from the root, where we have this power tank of energy. It comes from inside the Earth, just like it comes from inside of us. And when we knew how to bring it from inside and up and then expand it, that's how the Earth is doing it too. So we do it with the planet. It doesn't come from outside. It's all inside us. All these multidimensional versions of us existing in other dimensions, higher dimensions, they exist in our body, and they are to be unlocked from our physical bodies. So I think that's for now a little share for you, whoever resonates with this. And again, if you're interested in reading more, I am guided to share about my book, but only to people. I'm passionate about writing this for people who can actually feel it deeply. So I'm not here to market my book, advertise it. It's for people who resonate with my energy, what I share. So the link is there in the comments or up there, or wherever it is.